Jimmy Nylan, a name bestowed upon him ironically, considering his complete lack of dating experience, trudged through the rain-slicked streets of London. His goal, the elusive Rizzler Ridge. A local legend whispered amongst these fucking lovelorn teenagers, Rizzler Ridge was said to possess an almost supernatural ability to charm the socks off anyone. The only shit problem? Getting to him. Jimmy, armed with a crumpled map and a heart full of teenage desperation, finally found it. A rusty manhole nestled in a dirty crap-looking forgotten alleyway. The rumours spoke of an abandoned underground train station, Rizzler Ridge's lair. Steeling himself, Jimmy lifted the heavy cover and climbed down a rickety ladder. A fetid stench greeted him. The air hung thick with dust, and the ghosts of commutes long gone. Then a booming voice echoed, "Who fucking dares disturb Rizzler Ridge?" Jimmy's heart hammered. From the shadows emerged a figure, Rizzler Ridge himself. Tall and imposing, clad in a threadbare suit and a perpetually tilted flat cap. His face sported a wild grey beard that seemed to pulsate with an inner energy. Jimmy stammered out his desire to win the heart of Sarah, the most beautiful girl in their school, Bogville High School. Rizzler Ridge let out a guttural laugh. "Love in the age of swiping screens. You youngsters have it easy. Back in my day." His voice trailed off, a veil of sadness clouding his eyes. It turned out Rizzler Ridge wasn't just a legend. He was history. Hidden by the very agency that now called Jimmy fucking crazy and delusional. The MI5, for being a threat to national security. Apparently, in the 1790s, his charm had ensnared none other than the fucking darn Prime Minister's wife. But the punishment wasn't death or imprisonment. No, a higher power intervened. A curse, they called it. Not of eternal damnation, but of immortality. Hidden away, Rizzler Ridge had spent centuries alone. His charisma a useless superpower. Jimmy saw his chance. "I can get you out," he blurted out. "If you teach me your ways. Please, I fucking need it. I don't want to be known as the lonely tosser anymore." Rizzler Ridge raised an eyebrow, then a slow smile spread across his face. Thus began a most peculiar partnership. Jimmy learned the art of conversation, confidence, and a surprising amount of 18th century poetry. In return, he smuggled Rizzler out through a series of daring escapes that would make James Bond himself fucking blush. Back in the above-ground world, Jimmy, armed with Rizzler's charm school knowledge, became fucking unstoppable. Sarah fell for his genuine personality and newfound wit. The halls of the school of chavs and slags buzzed with stories of his success. But success has a price. News of Rizzler Ridge's resurgence spread like wildfire. The MI5 scrambled to recapture him fast. Meanwhile, God, it seemed, wasn't too happy about a man flouting his curse. Whispers reached the highest echelons of power. The Lord was displeased, and the British Empire wouldn't stand for a rogue charmer disrupting the social order. Jimmy found himself caught between two angry forces. A government obsessed with control and a deity seemingly on the verge of another biblical intervention. He had angered not just an empire, but the very creator himself. One thing was clear. This wasn't just about a teenage crush anymore. It was about defying the status quo. About proving that love, even in its chaotic form, could not be controlled. Jimmy and Rizzler Ridge, the unlikely duo, had a fight on their hands. A fight against bureaucracy, against divine wrath, and for the right to woo a girl named Sarah.